Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. This is video number 4, guys, which simply means I'm doing question 4 from the grade 10 2023 examination, which was written by the learners in the province of KZN. I'm doing maths paper 1. Please note that, guys, there are already 3 videos uploaded, and there will be 3 videos after this one. You can just click the link on the description below. It will direct you straight to the playlist with the full memorandum. You can download the question paper, answer the questions with me. If there are things you're not sure about, please do write on the comment section. I will definitely come and assist you. Okay, question 4. I'm told that the sketch below shows the graph of f of x and g of x. The graph of f of x is has a horizontal asymptote as shown. The graph of f and g intersect at P and Q. Okay. Write down the value of Q. Q is always the horizontal asymptote. So our horizontal asymptote is equal to -2. So therefore the value of Q is just to -2. Okay. 4.1.2, I'm told that point -1 and 1 lies on the curve of f. Calculate the values of a. Okay, f of x is equal to a all over x minus 2. They want me to find a. I have a point on the graph. I can just substitute the point. I know that y is 1 whenever x is equal to -1. So whenever I take the 2 to the other side, it will be positive, and then I'll have -a. Divide both sides by a -1. I'll simply have a being equals to a -2. So a is equal to -2, and my equation is simply f of x is equal to -2 over x minus 2. Okay, 4.1.3, I'm supposed to determine the coordinates of P and Q. P and Q are the point of intersections of the two graphs. For me to find point of intersection, I must always equate the two graphs. So I'll simply take the graph of f of x, equate it to the one of g of x. And this will give me -2x minus 2 being equal to -x minus 2. I'm solving x and I have x at the denominator. I must make sure that I multiply everything by the LCD because I want to remove fractions. If I multiply everything by the LCD, before I even do that, there's something. Okay, but let's just work. I'll have -2 minus -2x, then -x squared minus -2x. It was going to be better if I did that. No, guys, these two will subtract one another. If I take this to the other side, I'll have -2 plus 2, and then I'll end up having -2x being equal to -x. Then now I can multiply everything by x. I'll simply have -2 is equal to -x squared. And then when I bring the x to the other side, I'll have x squared minus 2 is 0. And then open two brackets, or rather take the 2 to the other side. It's positive. Then take square roots on both sides, plus minus the square root of 2. So the x value is just plus minus the square root of 2, right? So the corresponding y value will be I'll say g of the positive square root of 2 is just equal to, okay, and then g of -√2 So negative root 2 minus 2, which is positive root 2 minus 2. So I have q as root 2, and the corresponding y value is just negative root 2 minus 2. And then for p, I have negative square root of 2, and then I'll have root 2 minus 2. That's how you would have solved for p and q. Oh, they only wanted the x values actually. I went and found the y. Okay, so x is just plus minus the square root of 2. Could have just stopped in here, ne? I thought they wanted the point of intersection, and they only wanted the x. Okay, the graph of h is obtained by reflecting f in the y-axis. Write down the equation of h. The graph of h is obtained by reflecting f in the y-axis. Whenever you reflect on the y-axis, you're always changing the sign of x, ne? So remember that f of x is equal to negative 2x minus 2. So for me to get to h of x, I just need to change the sign of x on the graph of f. So this will give me negative 2 all over negative x minus 2. I'll simply have 2 over x minus 2. So the graph of h of x is 2 over x minus 2. Okay, now let's move to 4.2. 4.2, I'm told that the function p is described by the following properties. B is greater than 0, and b is also not equal to 1. Okay, the x-intercept at b is at 2, and the horizontal asymptote is at negative 9. So basically I have a graph like this, ne? The asymptote is at negative 9, and the x-intercept is at positive 2, y0 x-axis. I'm saying my graph is increasing because I was told that the value of b is greater than 0. Are you together? So that's why I'm assuming that I'm not assuming actually. That's why I have an increasing function. So firstly, they want me to find the range of p of x. Please guys, since our graph is above the horizontal asymptote, this is just simple. Y will always be greater than the value of q, always the time. Are you together? So I'll simply say y is greater than 9, and then now I'm supposed to determine the value of b, and hence write down the equation of p. Okay, how can I determine the value of b? Remember that p of x is equal to b of x minus 9. I'm given a point there. I know that y is 0 whenever x is equal to 2. This is equal to 9. Take the 9 to the other side. I'll have b squared being equal to 9. I'll just take the square roots on both sides, then b will be plus or minus 3. But it was stipulated for me that b is greater than 0. So therefore, b is equal to 3. And hence the equation of p of x will be equal to 3x minus 9. Okay, sketch the graph of p clearly indicates the intercept with the axis and the asymptotes. Okay, I've already drawn my graph, and I've indicated the x-intercept and the asymptote. The only thing I need to indicate is the y-intercept. How can I do that? Remember that for y, x is always 0. I don't care what kind of a graph I'm dealing with, but for me to find y-intercept, x has to be 0. So I'll have p of 0 being equal to 3 to the power of 0 minus 9. Anything to the power of 0 is 1, so 1 minus 9 is simply negative 8. So that value over there is negative 8. That's how your graph should look like, guys. That's how your graph should look like. Just stay tuned, guys, and wait for more.